Hello, hello, hello. We gone live yet? Um, okay. Hi, Liz. Hi, Cheryl. Just waiting for my live to come on. Hello, Mark. Hi. Michelle. Hello. For a few more. It's interesting. My YouTube hasn't come up. Let me see. Hi, Susan. Maureen. Chris. Hello. Chris, did Joe reply to you today? Because that should never have happened. We paid the postage on it already, but we've worked it out why. So she's looking into fixing that for you. Melissa, hello. Trish, hello. We got anyone on YouTube? Because it doesn't seem to be coming up for me. Oh well. Okay, we'll go on that one. Let me see who do Miss Sharon. Hello, Naomi, Rebecca, Rhonda. Hello. Very hot up there. It's not here. We got one warm day yesterday and back to cold. Right. So it is on YouTube. Okay, she did. Okay, thanks, Chris. That's good. All right. So I found it now, so I can have that. So have we had a lovely relaxing week or a mad crazy week before Christmas silly week? Hello, Janet. Good morning. Yeah, so much for coming home from Adelaide and relaxing. It's been full on, that's for sure. So tomorrow's our last day for the year. Well, the girls at the shop's last day. We're closing then till the 5th of January. So 41. Okay, maybe we'll get that tomorrow. I think the long range forecast for Christmas Day is saying 16, so it's not going to be much of a pool Christmas. Yeah, and rain every day. Well, they forecast rain every day, and then we don't get anything, and my garden dries out. Jane, hello. Liz, Sol, hi, Sally, Leanne, hello. Yeah. So anyway, some summer would be nice for my 2 weeks off. Although I'm going to be painting a flat, so I probably don't want it too warm for that. Anyway, quiet week. I feel like Susan. I look forward to a quiet week. Got to think about food Monday, don't I? Some Christmas food. First Christmas lunch done Monday and another tomorrow. I thought that was a fancy new word, but I think it's I've had it and it's still coming. God has kept me company this week. Oh, how generous of it. Oh, it's nice. Wasn't it 34 at the cricket? Is it really hot there today, Robin? I probably would not be loving that at all. So we're never happy, are we? I'm complaining that we're not getting any summer here, but if I was in Adelaide, I'd be complaining that it's too hot for me. You do acclimatise, that's for sure. Okay, so for my gin of the week, now I have got two new gins that I was going to show you that were given to me at the Adelaide gathering, but as it's Christmas, I really thought I should have my Christmas gin. So I think I've actually got a couple of Christmas gins, but this is the McHenry's Christmas gin, and it's actually got little sparkles in it, which are not going to show up on the camera, but it has got little sparkles in it. I can't even remember what the flavours were meant to be. Let's see. If I had a magnifying glass, an artisanal Christmas gin to celebrate the festive season. Our master distiller has made this gin by combining rare frankincense, gold, and myrrh to make an exceptional aromatic. I think that says libation, perfect for your summer G&T or sophisticated martini. Season's greeting from McHenry Distillery. There we go. 43. Holy dooly. Okay. What did I miss there? Christmas presents wrapped under the tree. Special appointment. Oh, Matilda came home Friday night, so our tree is up Saturday. I need to really start on some presents, don't I? 43. Hi, Denise. Stephen, use hubby's computer tonight as mine not working, but hi all. Oh, okay. Hello. I've got to remember your name now. Who you are. Stephen Whitmore. Hillary, Fiona, hello. How dare you forgot? How could you forget me? Christmas gin with dry. Oh, yes. It would have been with nice with dry ginger. I don't have any. Hi, Anita. All right. I'm just going to have it. Neat with a dash of soda. I don't think this one. So I had another Christmas gin that actually had like plum pudding type flavors in it. I think this is pretty much just like a dry London gin. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jeanette. Hello, Anne. Frankincense. Frankincense was one of the botanicals that we could try when we were making our. Oh, Julie, of course, Julie. Hello. When we were making our gin last week, but yeah, it's okay in that. But at the time, I didn't like it as much as I liked. What did we use? I used. I can't think what I used now. Anyway, bergamot. Bergamot is what I used. So that was one of the root mixes. So you had that mid-range. I've forgotten the gin wank already, but there was a word for it, the mid-range things. Hi, Joe. Hi, Karen. Linda, hello. Well, happy Christmas, everyone. There we go. Happy Christmas with our Christmas gin. I think the only Christmas thing about it really is the silver sparkles, which you really can't see very much. But anyway, it's quite drinkable and quite nice. So, what have I got to show you on our last live for the year? Clearly I won't. Well, no, and so it'll be Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so I probably won't be popping in either of them. Colleen, hello. Oh, well done, Tracy. Good to hear. You're not saving it for Robe. Yeah. I've just lost my train of thought, which is happening a lot lately because I've got too many trains in my head. Anyway, so what have I got to show you? All right. This week, I went past an emergency 3 panic wheels on a fire truck and they were working, so I'm not sure if it would have affected me. Oh dear, Vienna. There's been a few of those. There was something happened in Melbourne this morning at Flinders Street too, wasn't there? Someone died. I don't know. People were saying they jumped off the roof, but someone else said no, they were there, and it was just a medical episode. Not yet, Catherine. I'm saving it for the new year. So I was going. Was that one or another one that Cindy gave me tonight? And I thought I should have a Christmas one, so I'm saving that for the New Year's lives. At the Still Mug in Argyle Street, which is the Lark Distillery one, but it's called the Still. It's a really cool whiskey gin bar. It goes back 8 miles with lounges and everything at the back and had music on, and it's really good. I'll go back. I didn't realise there was so much in there behind the window. But it was really good. It was 2 hours. I don't know, I think it was about $100, but that's actually quite good because you got a 200ml bottle of gin and you got a gin to drink while you're there, along with the 40 other botanicals and gins that you were making and tasting. Pamela Joyce, hello. Thank you. You too. Hi, Helen. Good night. You're going, Catherine? Good night then. See ya. Bye. All right. So you might have seen this week that the new Tilda range is open for pre-orders. Songbird. Be a good Christmas present, Mark. It actually was a Christmas present to Ryan and I from the girls 3 years ago, less 1 week, because we had 1 week to use it before it expired. So it might have gone up a little bit. Okay. Right. 38 in Ararat. Nice. No, well, I think it was like 20 here today. Quite nice. So I thought I have got sampling of the songbird, which I've had for ages and actually haven't made anything with it yet, which is a bit naughty because it's, soon to come out. But I have got a project that I am making for a magazine. 40. Ooh, have you finished harvest? Has it finished yet for everyone? So anyway, I thought I'd show you a sneak peek at my sampling. Let's go overhead here. So this is called the Songbird Collection. Pre-orders are open now, but it doesn't arrive to us until mid-February, so it won't be shipping till mid-February. It's a little more of a vintage look, I suppose, the colours. This is called Flora Coral, and the pinks are definitely more of a coral, peachy sort of colour. Going next year in April. Oh, are you? I'm thinking I know where you might be going. Really? Okay. Harvest is finished. Okay, good. Well done. Lucky you. If you're talking about chicks. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Vicky. Okay, so this one is called Flora Coral. And it is, coral is a good name for it, but it's got like this is like a mustardy colour. And then the green is like a 1950s green. What do they call that? It's not an apple green. But anyway, it's nice. It's very nice. Okay, so that's one floral print. This one is birds. It is called, I don't know, haven't got that part of the selvage. But there's like larger sort of peony roses. And whatever these birds are, Jo would know. She's good with birds. And I guess it's a bit of a William Morrissey sort of type layout deco in there. And again, that's the coral version of it. Oh, lucky you, Fiona. Must have been on that wait list. Well done. Naomi, I think you're right. Okay, so this must be the main print, or it's called Aubrey Coral. So it's got like the vintage lady on it. And again, a bit William Morrissey scrolly sort of thing. So that's the main directional print in the coral. And then we've got little birds. Oh, there's little ones in nests. Yeah, that is called Ava Coral. This one, again, quite a William Morrissey type print. It's got the birds, and that's like a sort of an iris flower, isn't it? Okay. There is the main print in the green colourway, which is called Aubrey Green. Oh, that's pretty. So that one is called Cora Sage. Yeah, it is a sage green. I suppose it's just a sage. Yeah, it probably is just a sage green. And whereas this one's more of an apple-y green in there. I do like this one. This will be good for fuzzy cutting, but it is directional. There's our birds in the green colourway. Now we're on to the blue colourway. This is quite soft, Ava Blue. There's a directional one. It's a bit like it's not a damask. It's a bit, I'm trying to think of the style of the fabric it is. There's our main print again, Aubrey. That is called Aubrey Blue, but just the roses are blue, really. Must be multicolour. And that must be the blue. This is Cora Blue, which is sort of a really petrol grey blue, really. Okay, Aubrey Mustard. So she has called it a mustard. Hi, Kim. There's our peony roses. And a Flora Mustard. I wonder if this is called Cream. Doesn't give it to me, but maybe it's mustard in the small bird print. And then these are the coordinates. So this is Leela in peach. So these would be good for backgrounds and things. Art Nouveau, thank you very much, Robin. Went a blank on that, yes. And this one is, no, I haven't got a name on that one. But these are the blenders. So she always does blenders. But this time she's done like half in one print, half the colours in one print and half in the other instead of doing it all together. This is like a big leaf, flowing leaf, just with a different colour background. There we are, Leela Coral, Leela Green, I think. Oh, Sage Mist. There you go. I just need to look at it. It's Sage Mist. Hi, Karen. Well done. And this one is Stella Sage. So yes, thank you very much. Sage is the correct number, but what do they call this? This is just green. So sage and green are your two greens. And then there's the blue, but it's on quite like the cream background is sort of quite a dirty cream, so it looks quite vintagey. Stella blue, Leela blue. That must be the mustard, I suppose. Stella in the, oh no, that's mustard. I don't know what the other one was then. There. So that is the blenders and the main fabrics. And they are all, I'll put the link in a minute, they are all on the website for pre-order, but not shipping until February. So I'm not sure if it'll sell out as quickly as the Christmas one sold out, which they did do a repeat print run for the first time ever. But if you really love it, hi Francis, if you really love it, then I'd suggest you get your pre-orders in so you don't miss out before we start seeing all the projects that everyone's made with it. So as I said, I'm making a magazine project, but that won't be out until May. And I haven't got any others made at this stage because I've been working on something else very, very exciting. So so many hours in the day. Anyway, there's and Robin, you are here. So yes, it is quite a coral peachy sort of pink. It's not a pink. I did also, I've chosen some of these chambrays to go with it as my background for my project. So it does work with a lot of the chambrays. We don't have them all, so I just grabbed what I had, but they all work with it quite nicely, as you can see. Quite nicely. It is quite different, Fiona. And I have to say, when we got sent it digitally, Joe and I both looked at it and said, no, we're going to skip this one. And then our rep came with it on fabric. We both looked at it and said, oh, we want that. And then we saw it digitally again. We think, oh, why did we order that? But yeah, on fabric, it's really quite nice. So what else have I got to show you? Down in my little box. This is a Ruby Star fabric called, what is it called? Hello, Alice. So it's sort of Alice in Wonderland. It's actually a really nice fabric and quite a nice repeat. It's not directional or anything, but it's got the little cats in it, which do have a bit of creepy eyes and mouth a little bit. But it's Hello, Alice. So I think it's meant to be like an Alice in Wonderland collection. Just checking the comments. Oh, good, Jackie. Yeah, hopefully. We're reopening on the 5th, but I may not be there. So, well, I'm not always at the shop anyway. But the girls, someone will be back there on the 5th, just for those people who are visiting over the summer holiday. I know it probably won't be busy, but we do get quite a few tourists. Okay, so there's that one, Ruby Star. That's one new fabric. And then, if you are a French general lover, we have the new collection. Now, I don't know how you pronounce it. Joy de Vere, something like that. And although we don't think we actually ordered it in every pre-cut, we seem to have every pre-cut. So I'm not sure we got any yardage, but we do have the mini charms, which are perfect for the mod hexy table runners and things. So, and we have a sample in a previous French General, which would look almost exactly the same as that. So that's why I'm always getting more of those. We have it in the charms, the 5-inch charms. So we've got lots of simply charm patterns that would come together beautifully in if you need a quick quilt. We have it in layer cakes, which again you can use the simply charm patterns for, but you just double the size and then you get a full size quilt in that. And then we have it in jelly rolls. And then we also seem to have, we must have 2 fat quarter bundles as well, which are getting up there in price, but that gets you the whole collection. I guess the only difference in this collection, when I say the only difference in this colorway, so the reds and the creams and the tans are all similar, but there's sort of this a little bit mustardy color here, and the pink is more of a smoky, dusty pink than their previous pinks. So that is slightly different to a normal collection. So I'll see if we can flick through here. Let's go a bit closer here, and you can see all the prints in it. So there's the floral, the main floral, secondary floral. It's all quite traditional. Oh, this one's got a nice bird on it. Traditional French sort of motifs and designs that we're used to from French General. And so usually their colours work together with previous ranges. A little pinstripe. That's like the grunge that matches it. Through to the creams and tans. Well, there's a little 19, almost, no, it's a reproduction sort of print. Into the reds. Heading into the pinky red, and now we've got the real pink. So it's a real dusty, salmony sort of pink, which is a little different for them. And then that almost a mustard. It's not quite as bright as a yellow mustard, but yeah, almost a mustard. And then the grey sort of tanny colour that is quite well known for them. Yeah, so that's the collection. It's lovely. So layer cakes, charm packs, mini charm packs, jelly rolls, and fat quarter packs, whatever is your poison. They are, I'll put the links up in a minute. They are all on the website. Okay, what else is new? A few things have come in from Quilt Market. Okay, so this is a new zipper tape that it's just come in, haven't used it, but it's got this little opening gusset on both sides. So it's extra wide. It's a size 5 zipper, so it takes your normal zipper pulls. And then it's got this like a hefty inch gusset on both sides. Now, I saw a product like this in America a few years ago. And it was really quite unique because to insert your zipper, you just slide your raw edge of your project inside this and then stitch. And then this makes it part of the feature. So we have this in white with rainbow, and then also in the black with rainbow. So I'm yet to come up with some projects and ideas on how to use it, but if all you bag makers out there, you might think straight away, oh, I know how I'm going to use that, but I'll have to do a bit of research because that's just arrived. And then also, yeah, they do the blues, Julie, probably every fourth collection, but it's not really that duck egg blue. It's more of a dirty grey blue. Okay, we also have this funky spotty black webbing. So it's 1.5" webbing. Works with all the 1.5" handbag fittings. I think it was available in white as well, but we just got it in the black to start. So, yeah, sort of like the lace tips, Karen. Like you won't be inserting it like you do normally, but also nothing like it because lace tips you sew on top and just sit on top, whereas this you're going to slot it in between those two layers like a gusset. Anyway, so that's a webbing, 1.5" webbing. Would probably go well with, Tilda prints. It's got all the colours of Tilda prints in there, but with black. So that is new in. And then I think that's all she's given me to show you. Thought there was lots of things in that box, but I think they were mostly all the pre-cuts of the same fabrics. Never mind. How wide are the side gussets on the zipper tape, Helen? Just a bit over 1 inch. So I reckon they're like a hefty inch. So the whole gusset is 3 inches. Hang on, let's go overhead. Okay, so the whole piece is 3 inches. So if you just take from the edge of the zipper tape, it's like 1 3/8 inches, just under 1.5 inches because you take out the width of this. But you would make it 3 inches. So if you're making a box bag or something and they went into that, then your actual gusset on that could be this all the way around, 3 inches wide. And then you have a box bag underneath, or you could take it out first and then sew your corners to square it up. And then that would just go down the centre. I'm sure there's going to be lots of creative ways to use it. And if I can find the product that I saw a few years ago, then they had all colours and lots of different options. So I need to find that and do some research as to different ways they used it. Hello, Carmel. Hello. Okay. So Donna, not our Donna, another Donna, did request that I do a demo. Of how to attach the stitch circles to the Dresdens here. However, I've been mad busy this week sorting out a flat that's vacated and stuff, and also another project. So I don't have a Dresden stitched ready to go to demonstrate on. I probably could have found a little circle embroidery somewhere, or just a circle piece of fabric I possibly could have to demo on, but I don't have some Dresdens and I didn't have time to stitch one together. Yes, Robin. Yes, good idea. That would work. So the best I can do is pretend. We're going to pretend that this is a Dresden, and we're going to pretend that this is a stitched circle in the middle. Okay, can we pretend on that? Let's see if we can pretend. Straighten up my camera a bit. Okay, so we're in the middle. So we're pretending this is a Dresden. But remember, on our Dresdens, we had 12 wedges. So what I did on my 12 wedges is used one of the lines to make it the center top. So with your little embroidery, you can line up, because they're all done in the round as well, so they're all evenly spaced. So you can line up one of your points with one of the lines so that you know that you've got it going up and down towards the center. And then you can either put a seam on the stem or you could put a point on the stem. You can see here, because I've lined this up with a seam, then I've put my seam lining up with there. And if you do that as you go around with every one, they'll all be pointing to the center. Now you can see here, this one, I didn't do it. Well, I did, but then I didn't put it on right because it's pointing to that seam, so it should have been flipped around a little bit by one. There you go. There's a mistake. But the rest, yeah, okay, the rest I've got right. Oh, one of those, how did I get that wrong? No, this one's wrong as well. Okay, so it's pointing there, so I should have flipped it around. But that was the idea, that they're all pointing equally to that center part. Okay. Now, some people have asked the question that because there's stitchery stabilizer on the back of this when you're stitching them, that it's harder to turn the edges over. And I think I did mention that in the email for that day's work as well. Because you've got the stitchery stabilizer on the back, which you need to get a nice stitch, well, I like to use for a nice stitch, it's a little bit harder to glue it over, but just use a bit of glue and then press it with an iron to hold it under, because when we're stitching it down, we can still tuck any bits under as it's going. So if we're pretending that this is a Dresden and this is one of your points, okay, it does have the same amount of points, I think. No, maybe not. Then you're using that as your center, and then you find the matching part on your circle. And in this case, when it's not embroidered, I can just fold it in half and crease it, and then use that to line up to where my point was. Hope you're using your imagination. I make lots of mistakes, Karen. Just don't tell you about it sometimes. Hi, Marilyn. Then, see, I've got a little bit poking out here that hasn't glued down, but that's not too much of a worry. I can deal with that when I'm stitching down, or I could re-glue it down and press it now. But then I would just take my Roxanne's glue and just put a couple of little dots over the Dresden. Now yours has got the stitchery stabilizer, so it's going to look just a little bit more padded like this, which is fine, which is good. Okay, and then we just take our applique needle and thread. Here's one I prepared earlier. So I've got an applique needle and I've just got a blending Deco Bob thread. And because I suggested that you stitch this to the Dresdens before you put it onto your background, now we're just going to do each one like this. So it's just going to be a hand applique stitch. So let's go a bit closer. Okay, so I'm coming up through both layers and catching the edge of this fabric. Then straight back down, but just through the background. Slide along, catch the fold. Bit of a tug. And I'm pinching it nice and tight with my thumb, working towards the applique fabric, and right to left because I'm right-handed. And I'm pinching it nice and tight with my thumbnail here so it doesn't flop around. Now, because I've got this little bit that's poking out here, as I said, I could have ironed it over, I could have re-glued it, or if you're struggling with your stabilized thicker piece not staying, just tuck it under as you go. It's just going to go back into place where you did actually iron and glue it to, because it's already got a nice memory fold in there, but it's folding to the edge of your paper. And if I can see that it's still not quite round, or it's not tight on the edge of my paper, Just smooth it in there. And you can see it become quite quick at that. Straight back down, slide along, give it a little tug as you pull it up so you don't see your stitches. And any imperfections in your gluing or any seams that have popped out because you've got that stabilizer on there, just tuck them back under. So you hope you're all imagining a little embroidery on this circle and that I'm stitching it onto a Dresden plate. Imagination is good. Hi, Brenda. You could do that, Kristen. Did you do them all at once onto one large bit of fabric though? You could probably peel it off around the edges if you wanted to, but it does glue over. You just need a bit more glue and then hit it with an iron to hold it there. Anyway, you probably don't need to see me stitch all the way around it. Chris Todd, if you are here, I will answer your email tomorrow. It's on my list for my last day of work. Okay, so you probably don't need to watch me do the whole thing, but that's how it's going to work. And then when you assemble each of your 8 wedges, then you're going to use the basting glue again to put it on here in order, and exactly the same. Just stitch it down by hand or by machine if you want to, until you've got all 8 wedges stitched up individually, and then you join them together. So Donna, I'm not sure you're even here, but if you're watching it on catch up, I hope that explains it a little bit. Probably not. One day if I've got a spare Dresden, I'll do it again and show you how I did it. But it's pretty self-explanatory. So, the thread holder, Carleen, yes, you might have had that a while. Yeah, so that's actually all I've got to show you tonight. So it's a short one. I've got lots of behind-the-scenes stuff to go on with. And come 1st of January, I can start showing you that. So I'm not sure when we'll be back. It won't be the 1st of January. It'll be whatever the Thursday is afterwards. Because I'm pretty sure the 1st is Thursday is New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve. No, it wouldn't be. It'll be New Year's night. Christmas night and New Year's night. Yeah. Okay. So who knows? I'm a boring old person. I probably won't be doing anything on New Year's Eve or New Year's night. So I may pop on and say hi. We'll see. We'll see what I'm up to, because I would be able to show you my secret then, wouldn't I? All right. Wendy is not here. Wendy McConaughey, no, so I'll answer your message separately. I will say that Fiona was talking about getting a seat to Chicks at Stitch in Kadena next year. If you still want to go on the wait list for that, please get on there, because you never know, eventually your turn will come. That is in April, the week after AQC in April. And also ASA, if you want to be on the wait list for ASA, make sure you're on there as well. Not saying we'll get to you this year, but we might eventually. So again, if you're not on there, you've got no chance. Not weekend on New Year's Eve, thank goodness. Oh, you can party, Fiona. You can stay up and see the new year in. I'm not sure that I will be, unless it's super hot and I'm out by the pool drinking, floating in the pool having cocktails or something. Otherwise, I think I'll be in bed. Yes, I am sounding old, aren't I? Okay, so that's it from me for this week and the next couple of weeks. I hope you all have a much toned down, relaxing Christmas and New Year. And I'm hoping to get to read my yearly book. And, one book a year if I can switch off everything else. And get some stitching done just for me, and get ahead once we finish painting and doing a new bathroom and kitchen at this flat. But wish you all a great Christmas and a new year with those around you that bring you joy. If you are alone, then please have some stitching to bring you joy. That might help as well. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in each Thursday night for another year, making me feel like I'm not just talking to a blank screen. It's lovely when I'm traveling around and people say, I'll see you Thursday night. So, yeah, it's very nice. When you work from home by yourself all the time, it's nice to feel like you have a tribe out there. And I'm sure for a lot of you who are isolated for one reason or other, it's nice as well. So I will draw the winner. I'm not sure when the prize will go, Liz Sullivan, because our last shipment has gone for the year. So you can order anything you like on the website while we're closed, but just be aware that it won't be shipping until we come back next year. Now, the links that weren't in last week, I'm just putting those in now. So if you watched last week, we had the 25 stitch Christmas ornament from Adelaide, the applique tools, the stitch along. I'll put the stitch along in that I just showed you because it's still possible to sign up and just do that while on the holidays when we're not there, because it's all just automated unless you want a pattern or papers. But if you're just doing the online one, you can join that up. The Fill It Up Hexie tote that I showed you last week, we did get the link eventually. I put that in again. The Songbird Tilda fabrics, if you wanted to pre-order that, I'll put that link in. I'm sure you could wait till after Christmas to order if you'd like to. The new tildas. And the Hello Alice Pink Cats, Ruby Star, the zip, the new zipper, and the bag strapping. Lovely to have you, Wanda. I think we make a pretty good tribe, supporting each other and our stitching family around the world. So that is lovely. So there's all the links. Again, have a wonderful festive season. And I will see you when I see you. Not Christmas night, but Jo is here. I didn't think she was here. She's just popped in. So not Christmas night, but maybe New Year's night. We'll see how we're going. Otherwise, it'll be the first week back in January with a big secret to show you all. So yes, Sharon, it should be back in. There should be some stock on the website. If not, I'll add some more. They've cut some more this week. So yes, you can still get the full kit, but it won't be shipped until January. Okay. Now, did we have Liz? Was Liz still here? Did I miss that? Did I miss Liz? Liz Sullivan, are you still here? Oh, there she is. Okay, congratulations. You'll look at the website and see if you need anything. Excellent. Yep, do that, and we can send you something in January. Otherwise, we'll send you a digital prize. So Liz is still here. Well done. Okay. That's it from us. See you in the new year.